What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media and welcome back to part number 2 of our live Pokemon Showdown session. And we are doing PU this time around. We're coming off a victory in the last episode, so we're going to see if we can keep our luck going today. Before we get started though, if you guys can, if you haven't done so already, and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series, remember, all you got to do is take those 2 seconds that it takes to click that thumbs up button right below this video. It does really help out. And of course, I always encourage you guys to also leave a comment, leave some thoughts, leave some feedback, leave some criticism, as long as it's constructive, of course, and we'll go from there, because that's how I get better, and that's how you guys, maybe make a friend with me, or make a friend with somebody else. Who knows? You never know what might come of a comment. I've made a lot of friends just by checking out comment sections of other videos and things like that. So, alright, here we go. We got Dodrio, Tangela, Walrein, Clang, which is a huge threat, and this guy says, good luck, have fun. I should probably tell him that back. Gotta get into the habit of that. I keep saying it, but I'm not able to do it. I'm not able to follow through. I forget all the time. Mr. Mime is another one. And then Torterra here. So we're both packing the Torterras. I'm gonna say he's gonna lead off with his own Torterra for rocks. That would be my guess. And I don't know. I mean, that Clang. No, I don't think he's gonna lead off with that. I'm afraid of it, but I don't think he's gonna lead off with it. So as much as I want to lead off with Hot Chimps, I think our best play actually is to just lead off with the Torterra. So yeah, he's gonna lead off with this Torterra, which is nicknamed Ducky. I still haven't nicknamed mine. Oh my goodness, I need to nickname it. Forgot to nickname them in between episodes. So we're just gonna trade rocks here. That's probably not the best thing. No, we need to go into Mothra actually. We need to get rid of these. I was hoping he wasn't gonna have rocks. I said he was gonna have rocks, and I still let off with Torterra and let him set up rocks. Why did I do that? I should have switched right into the Dustox. Could not think of the name. So yeah, alright. So he's gonna switch into Tangela there, and it took nothing from Bullet Seed, so we gotta bring in our beautiful Dustox as he sleep powders us. Oh, that is a bit unfortunate. I really sleep powder on my Tangela too, so it is really good. So let's go for a Defog. Obviously, we're going to stay fast asleep as he goes for the knockoff. Really knockoff on the Tangela. The knockoff spam is real. I don't know what you're going to do now. I guess switch out and try to set up with something else. Yeah, out comes the Clang as we are still fast asleep. How many turns was that? Okay, that was only 2. So this will be 3. Hopefully we can wake up here. No, we're still fast asleep. Okay, at least he goes for Gear Grind thinking that might kill. And we actually outspeed this. So I wonder if it's defensive. So we do wake up here, get off a Defog, which is great, and Gear Grind is going to kill us off. Thankfully, he didn't use that opportunity to set up Shift Gears, because that would be absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. We have a couple of things that can check this. Hot Chimps can take it on fairly well, and so can Torterra, but he has switch-ins for both of those. I don't see no, he does have an electric immunity. I don't know what I'm talking about. Electro does not take on that Torterra, even though we have the super effective Bug-type move. So we're going to send in Hot Chimps here, and I'm guessing the Walrein's going to come out. I guess, because I think it has Thick Fat. I'm not positive on that. Yeah, out comes the Walrein. Yeah, it definitely has Thick Fat. I mean, the Fire-type move was obvious there. So we're going to waste our White Herb on that, which is unfortunate. And we can go for a superpower here to deal some nice damage. I don't think a Surf will one-shot us unless he's invested. He's actually going to switch out into Mr. Mime. Did you predict that? Or maybe he predicted a Focus Blast. I guess that's possible. I mean, now I'm just going to go for Overheat again. That was an interesting play. I think he predicted the Focus Blast. That's the only thing I can think of, because he quad resists it with Mrs. Mime. That's a funny nickname. Better than my stupid nickname, Hot Chimps. That's so dumb. Yeah, out comes the Walrein here, which is going to take a whopping 13% from an Overheat. Stab Overheat only has 13% of this Walrein. Oh my goodness. Alright, so now we're -1 attack, defense, and -2 special attack. So we definitely need to switch out here, because we can't really handle this thing. He might switch out too, predicting me to switch out here, and he might just try to predict what I'm going to go into and try to get a decent matchup. One thing that I am noticing though is that because that Walrein is Thick Fat, it definitely isn't Ice Body, so I can set up Hail and not worry about it benefiting him, because with Hail and Lefties, I'm recovering 12% per turn, which is the same as Poison Heal, so that's pretty cool. He's going to go for the Toxic, predicting a switch, I guess, you know, just to poison whatever wants to come in. I kind of wish I sent in Fua on that because we could rest it off. But now we have our Electrode freaking, you know, whatchamacallit, Toxic. So I went for the Signal Beam there just because I thought the Torterra might come in. That was the prediction, but that didn't work out so well. So we're going to go for a Volt Switch here. Oh, now he sends out the Torterra. Okay, I'm just getting predicted out the wazoo. Oh my goodness, I'm making predictions, but my opponent is one step ahead of me right now. So kudos to you. We get a Signal Beam off. I'm guessing it's just EQ. No, he's going to take this opportunity to set up rocks now that our Defogger is gone. So that is a good play on my opponent's part, especially because I've got two things remaining on the team that are weak to it. So he's going to go into the Clang here. Thankfully, I was able to predict that and go for a T-Bolt. So we got some damage off because I think he was predicting a Signal Beam there. So we got some decent damage off. Now the question is, what do we go into? I guess Torterra? Yeah, I guess we really don't have much else to do because Glaceon's going to get destroyed by Gear Grinds. So we're going to go for some nice Stealth Rocks here to get some damage on that Dodrio and the Walrein, because that Walrein's going to be really tough to wear down if it's chest... is it chest or rest? No, I think it had lefties. It still could have rest, though. It still could. We haven't really seen much from it. So I'm going to go into Glaceon here as the Tangela comes out. Goes for the Infestation. So we've seen all of its moves so far. We've seen Knockoff, Sleep Powder, Infestation, Giga Drain, I think, is the other move. Anyway, the Clang is going to come out here as we set up a Hail. So we get some nice chip damage off. It's only 6%. But we are free to go for a Protect here to recover some more HP, as well as get some more chip damage off on something, unless he brings the Walrein out. He's not going to do that. He's just going to go straight up for a Toxic. So the question is, do we want to switch out predicting another Toxic? Yeah, this has to be like defensive Clang or something. That's crazy. Pretty cool, actually. No, we're just going to go for the Hidden Powder Ground. Wow, that did not kill. I was really expecting that to kill coming off base 130 special attack. But we're not able to get the job done. He still has 8% left, and we are Toxic, which really is going to put a damper on things. Now I'm just going to go for Blizzard, show that off, which has 100% accuracy in the Hail, obviously. So that's cool. We didn't lose that much health either, even with the Toxic, just because of all the recovery. So that is cool beans. So that Clang's out of the way. Maybe that's his physically defensive Pokemon. I don't know. It took hits on both sides very well. I'm very surprised and impressed with how well that Clang was just taking hits. It's crazy. So this Walrein is out here. And we're going to have to go into our Torterra. I'm figuring he's not going to go for an Ice-type move, which he doesn't. He goes for the Whirlpool. And we're trapped. So he can predict that and just... Or not predict that, but know that I'm trapped and just go into Tangela here. Which he's going to do. And we're going to get a nice little Bullet Seed off. It doesn't matter. It's not really a nice little Bullet Seed. It does a whopping 2 to 3%. 5% on a crit. Wow. We got all 5 hits, but that is meaningless because... he can just easily regenerate her off all this damage. Not all this damage, I'm saying it like it's a lot of damage. It's not. We did what? 3, 6, 8. Yeah. No, it's pitiful damage. Pitiful damage, barely over 10%. So I guess we can just go for EQ. Doesn't really matter. I kind of want to go for a Rock Polish, predicting him to switch. But I'm just going to go for an EQ. I mean, that'll do more consistent damage than Bullet Seed, right? No, Bullet Seed can do more if he gets 5 hits. It doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. He's keeping this Tangela in here to go for an Infestation. And now we are trapped. So he can pretty much just wear this Torterra down as much as he wants. And there's really nothing I can do about it. I think his only other attacking move is Giga Drain, right? Or, no, he can go for a Knockoff. That's possible. So the EQ does absolutely nothing. And there's the Giga Drain. Gets a crit. Does 48% and gets most of his health back. He's pretty much in a range now where he can regenerate her off all of that HP, or all of that damage. Giga Drain is going to finish us off. Yeah, that brings him back up. He'll have like 99% coming back in, which is ridiculous. We're in a bad position now. We're down. I tried to like combine down and now, and it didn't work out. So we're going into Hot Chimps, and Hot Chimps needs to basically save us. That and Glaceon together need to band together here. As the Walrein's going to come out, take a nice 25% due to the rocks and acrobatics. Ooh, that's going to be so close. It did 27%. He's up to 26% with lefties. We have to go for it again. Min-max damage. Do not screw me over here. Thank you! Yes, alright, down goes the Walrein. That thing was a huge problem. Now we're free to go for overheats, and his team does not like that. Out comes the Dodrio, which definitely outspeeds us, so we need to go into Fua here and let Fua wall this out, especially because we don't need it for anything else. There's the Brave Bird, and he takes a butt-ton of damage due to recoil. Now, as much as I want to go for a Cotton Guard here, I really want to predict that Mr. Mime to come out. Or the Tangela. One or the other, because they're both special attackers. Tangela can take a physical hit, Mr. Mime really can't. So we may actually see that Tangela come out here. The Torterra I don't think is going to come out, risking taking any damage, especially because the Tangela can regenerate her off the Stealth Rock damage and whatever damage I would do to it. So let's try to predict that here. So I really don't think he's going to stay in after seeing all that recoil. So yeah, out comes the Tangela. Perfect. Perfect. And we get out into our Glaceon, which I'm pretty sure outspeeds. I want to say it outspeeds. So I don't know that we have an opportunity to set up Hail here. So I think we need to go straight for a Blizzard. As bad as that sounds, we do outspeed and the Blizzard misses and he gets a knockoff off. So I should have went for Hail. He's just going for knockoff. Oh, we take all that damage due to Toxic. We got to go for another Blizzard now. We don't have time to Hail. If he goes for Giga Drain, that plus Toxic will kill us. Maybe he'll go into his Mr. Mime here to sacrifice it. I'm really not sure. Or he'll risk it and just lead the Tangela in. I guess that's possible too. We shall see. He is going to switch out. No, he's going to go into the Torterra and sack it off. And Blizzard misses again. 2 times in a row. I mean, that's what happens. That's why I don't normally carry Blizzard, because it's 70% accuracy. He's saying sorry, but you know what? I'm running Blizzard, so it's really not that big of a deal. The third Blizzard is going to take out the Torterra as our Glaceon goes down due to Toxic damage. I'm going to let him know I'm running Blizzard, so it's to be expected, because that's just what it is. I mean, it's basically Focus Blast, I know, and a lot of people run Focus Blast, but I could have been running Ice Beam. I'm just running Blizzard just because I normally have the opportunity to set up Hail. I felt like I didn't there, but I guess I kind of misplayed. I don't know. I just didn't want to get put to sleep. I was trying to just take a shortcut. It didn't work out. So now we got this Mr. Mime out here. Oh, Mrs. Mime. I'm sorry. Female Mr. Mime. And he says he guesses that's a fair point, but I'm going to let him know. I didn't think I had a chance to get up that Hail with Sleep Powder being a thing. So we have to go for an Acrobatics here, and the game is basically riding on this because this Mr. Mime will take us out if we don't kill it. Oh, we do kill it. Never mind. Hot Chips coming through. Acrobatics taking out the Mr. Mime because Mr. Mime has absolute garbage physical defense. Out comes the Tangela now. He's in trouble because Fua walls that Dodrio. Yeah, he's going to say, I think that's GG. I think we came back here. Overheat one-shots the Tangela through the EV Light. I love it. Hot Chimps putting in so much work. All right, he's going to take 25% on this Dodrio coming in. We can go, it doesn't matter, he outspeeds. He's going to go for the return, which is a smart play because you don't want to take recoil. But he does make physical contact. So even with rocks here, you're not taking Fua out in one shot. But I think we can actually finish this off with a Sucker Punch. There we go, the Dodrio goes down and that completes the comeback, ladies and gents. That was a really good game. My opponent is definitely a good player, very respectful guy as well, or guy or girl, I don't know. But yeah, made some really good predictions. He was outplaying me by quite a bit earlier on in the match, and thankfully I was able to turn the tables on him, get a feel for how he was playing, you know, get a feel for that pattern, and pick up on it from there and change the outcome at the end and actually make some decent predictions. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, make sure you're leaving a comment, a rating, and a thumbs up, whatever you want to, whatever you crazy kids are calling it these days. And I will see you tomorrow for part number 3 of our PU session. But until then, game on.